Alright, that's how his game went away with Lucina. But, I mean, hey, good stuff. Alright, so now we've got DeMo versus Jerry. I gotta say, Jerry, bit of a one-trick. His Ryu is really, really solid, but I haven't seen anything incredible from his secondaries. And DeMo pulling out the secondary bird, and so Jerry says, well, I'm not just gonna let you secondary me and lose and act like you just lost because I was playing Ryu. So Jerry was something to prove. Jerry was something to prove with this Ike, because he's trying his best to say, hey man, you aren't the only one around here who got secondaries. Which, I mean, of course, he ain't the only one around here who got secondaries, because I just lost to like 2 or 3 of Aaron's. But, you know, it happens. And DeMo saying, you ain't got secondaries. I'm sorry. But that's what this whole conversation is do you got secondaries or do you not? And the thing about Jerry is that Ike is like kind of close to Ryu, you could say, in that like it's kind of a poor neutral, and then he touches you and he's got some slight combos, but the thing about those combos, they don't have to be big, because all them hits are going to do a lot. Only thing is, the biggest difference here is that Ike isn't nearly as good versus fast fallers as Ryu is, because as you see that up B, if his head pokes above it, Falco can just say, hey, let me just dunk on that. So, ooh, and DeMo, once again, if you have been watching DeMo this tournament, you have been watching DeMo read rolls with up smashes. And you cannot press R on the ledge versus this man. He says, no, you think that's the one safe option you got? That's the least safe option you got. That's what he's been doing. That's how he's been taking stocks with this bird, is because Bear is kind of inconsistent to hit, even though it's very good, but that has been Demo's consistent kill option throughout multiple sets. He says, hey, you're trying to press that R button though. We scout those. And he's trying to get a dare, and he gets the dare. And that is game 1. Solidly going to DeMo, saying, hey, Jerry, you ain't got secondaries. I'm sorry, but it really be that way sometimes, man. Sometimes you pull out your Ike, which has not seen a bracket in many moons, and sometimes you get dared. Sometimes you get your roll right. And we should see the Ryu. Yep. And so now we have to talk about an entirely different matchup.
All right.
This, honestly, I think is Falco's. It's not good. It's not good for Falco in the slightest. But what it is good for is Falco's multi-hits. Falco's combo game is pretty good on Ryu, and most importantly, Falco's Nair, up smash, and fair are all multi-hits that will beat out Focus. So specifically up smash is really great, because Jerry is a Ryu who does like focus attack, but unfortunately that will get beat out if he tries to land with it versus this bird. So what I expect to see a lot more from Jerry this set is landing with Nair and landing with Bear. 2 very safe, and he techs it, but yes, living on the stretcher platform. Great tech by Jerry. And I mentioned the multi-hits earlier, but then DeMo got a Nair, and it didn't even knock Ryu out. DLC, man. Love Smash 4. But yeah, so even percents, but not really even percents, because kills in this matchup will come to one character much easier than the other. And that is, of course, Falco. He's got Bear, he's got up smash, he's got kill potential for days. I am completely kidding. Ryu is the one with the kill potential, because and there's an up smash. And again, I think that's either going to be up smashes or edge guards that take out this Ryu. Straight up, I think that's the only two way. And yep, you cannot do that. Jerry has a scouted out read on that. He says, you trying to get from ledge? You trying to get from ledge? We up smash those. And Jerry taking first stock, and this is really tricky for DeMo. This is really, really tricky for him, because now he has to go in. Now, granted, DeMo, not the type of dude to not go in, as we can see with that charged forward smash. Ooh, and the Bear. Doesn't even care about focus for some reason. I don't know. This game's weird. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of this Bear from Jerry, because he knows that Falco's range is kind of one of his key flaws, and he can beat that out with his Bear. He cannot beat that out with his Fair, because he gets shielded, and then he gets edge guarded, and he's getting edge guarded, but... Excuse me. DeMo says, no, that's not your edge guard. Sorry, Jerry says that's not your edge guard. And now he's stuck at ledge. Really good spacing by Jerry on that jump back. He says, no, I'm not going to let you just jump over me and get back on stage for free. And so, yeah, this is just shifting percents, even percents. And that, And I mentioned earlier, the drifts can make or break Falco's up B, and in this case, the drift pushed him away from ledge, made his angle weird, and biffed his angle, and that is game 2, going to Jerry. We are headed to a game 3, folks. This is a very close set, and I'm excited to see who's going to take this. Based on our data, money says Jerry, but based on sheer force of will, we've got this bird coming out. So, as I mentioned earlier, Falco's multi-hits are really what are going to make or break this matchup for him, because he can combo Ryu. It's pretty tough, but he can do it. He's certainly got the moves for it. It's just pretty rough. And Jerry getting a fair, not much out of it. Able to get some stage position though, getting himself out of the corner. Good move by Jerry. And he's just shielding this bird, and he says, hey, you're low tier. And you know what my elbow does to low tiers? Do you know what this elbow, this Japanese angry man's elbow, does to low tiers? It eats them. It just eats them alive. Interesting buffer by Jerry. The laser making his fireball miss slightly. Okay, nair into up tilt. I liked that a lot. Didn't get the Shoryuken out of it that he wanted, and now he does. And even though it's Battlefield, even though he doesn't have a lot of rage, the power of downloadable content coming through for Jerry, taking that first stock and putting DeMo in a pretty risky situation. Oh, and oh no! Oh, you never want to see a set end like that. DeMo overextending off the edge, which I honestly can't even blame him for overextending. He's Falco, he has to edgeguard this Ryu. But that's the set. And shoutouts to DeMo's winner's run, because DeMo playing Falco had to fight first a Mario, then a Ryu. These are not characters that Falco likes. These are not characters that Falco wants to fight in bracket. And DeMo did his absolute best versus 2 of them, making it to game 3.